You don't have bad habits because you're lazy or that you're weak. You have them because you made them easy, convenient, and comfortable, and your brain is obsessed with comfort. I thought I just lacked willpower, but the truth was, I was running on autopilot, addicted to the dopamine loops I did not even realize I built. So, do you want to break your bad habits? You do not need any more motivation. Hi, I'm Himank, and today I share 4 ways that I use to quit my bad habits without depending on willpower. What is a habit? A habit is a loop that consists of 4 things: a cue, a craving, a response, and a reward. That's it. Something triggers you, you react to it, you get a tiny hit of relief. The more you repeat it, the stronger the loop gets, and after a point, your brain even stops asking if it's good for you or not. It just associates the cue with relief. That is why scrolling through reels for 5 hours may just seem simpler than sitting down to study for 30 minutes. One is delayed growth, while the other is instant pleasure. Habits are your brain's way of saving energy, and if you don't reprogram this loop, it will run on autopilot for the rest of your life. That's it, you won't be making these decisions anymore. Your environment and cravings will make these decisions on your behalf. So let's talk about how I started breaking these loops one by one. Technique 1. Make it invisible. If you don't see it, it won't trigger you. Let's talk about porn addiction, something most teenagers deal with. Let's say it's late at night and you have your laptop open by your side. With incognito mode just a click away. It will be easier for you to fall back into this spiral, right? But let's say you logged out, you blocked these websites, and you kept your laptop in another room at night. The cravings won't hit the same anymore. Just try it out. Right now, I'm preparing for my CFA, and my biggest distraction was my phone. One notification would make me reach out for my phone, check my Instagram, WhatsApp, and email. And the scary part was, it was muscle memory. My brain did not even register it as decision. So I stopped registering. I deleted all these apps. I removed the shortcuts. I even turned my phone's grayscale on and turned off notifications to make it look less boring. That's it. I broke the loop by removing the trigger. You don't need more willpower or focus to break the loop. You just need to stop letting the distractions sit in front of your face like bait. And this doesn't stop for your phone or laptop. It's also for your kitchen, workspace, and your smoking habits. If it's visible, it's available. Make it disappear. Technique 2. Make it unattractive. We only stick to bad habits because we romanticize them. Let's take porn again. You associate it with stress relief, a cure for boredom, or as an escape. If you start linking it up to the post-nut guilt, low motivation, and wasted energy, you'll see right through the illusion. I used to feel the same about Netflix, junk food, drinks, and scrolling. And that's when I flipped the script. Netflix became stolen energy, junk food and drinks became self-betrayal, and scrolling became mental masturbation. To enforce it, I'd say it out loud and even write it down. And slowly, I rewired the emotional link. Because we keep seeing bad habits as rewards, we keep chasing them. And honestly, breaking that emotional attachment is brutal. I had to unlearn years of comfort. But once I saw it for what it actually was, an illusion, I stopped craving. Because when it becomes disgusting in your mind, it loses power completely. Technique 3. Make it difficult. Discipline isn't about forcing yourself to say no. It's about making the wrong choices difficult. So, I made friction my friend. I deleted Instagram, I turned off my notifications, logged out of all social media, and even switched my phone to grayscale. I added app blockers and screen time passcodes, which were set by my sister. So I didn't have to do much. I just had to follow the path, and I made bad habits move 5 steps away, bringing the good ones one step closer. So the choice was made for itself. That's what I love following. You don't rise to the level of your discipline, you fall back down to the level of your systems. Technique 4. Make it unsatisfying. Bad habits, they feel really good in the moment, and that is why they stick. So I started making them emotionally expensive. I started tracking my habits and gave myself a tick for every time I avoided a bad habit, and gave myself a cross for every time I gave in. Eventually, this game became a source of pride. I started tracking my daily wins and losses. I even made rules, like for every 10 minutes of scrolling I do, I have to do 100 push-ups. The point was, breaking this habit came at a cost. It wasn't just, oh, I slept and watched Instagram for an hour, because it came with a consequence and became real. When you make failure visible, you reduce how often you fall into it. So just go ahead and try this out now. So, if you watched this far, here's a bonus for you. Technique 5. Replace the loop. Here's the secret. You can't simply just delete old habits. You need to replace them. So right now, whenever I crave for social media or a dopamine hit, instead I go for a walk, write scripts like these, or read a book. Simple. Because you need to give your brain something, or it will just default back into the old loop. If you don't fill the void, the old patterns, they come back stronger. Keep this in mind. So that's all you need. Better systems to break bad habits by making them invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying. That's how you break the loop. Not by hating on yourself, by making them less accessible, less fun, and more painful. Your habits are built by design. They are not random. And if you're still feeling stuck, maybe it's time for redesigning. And remember to make the new path easier to walk. Thank you for watching. If this video added any value, do drop a like, hit subscribe, and comment one habit that you're working on breaking. So don't just watch, reflect, apply, and evolve. Let's build better identities together. See you in the next one.